For this GTA Online video, I will be covering the entire event week again and showing you some things that you don't want to miss out on before July 3rd when the new event week comes around. Leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, and let's get straight into it. So this event week will be refreshing fully on the 3rd, and July 2nd will be the last full day of this event. So just bear this in mind when you guys are looking at these different bonuses and discounts so that you do not miss out. The first thing that we need to actually cover will be our weekly challenge. If you guys have not done this one, it is a really easy and simple one to complete. You will have to complete 3 of these safeguard delivery missions. When you complete these 3 deliveries, you will get $200,000, which is a really nice payout. Alongside this, you also unlock this clothing item. And yeah, to even start these things, you just need to look on your map, head over to one of these locations, and you can begin these deliveries. They also do not have a cooldown, so getting 3 of them completed should be relatively straightforward. Next up, we have the things with bonus money, and this week actually had some pretty nice options. As you guys can see on screen, we had the Higgins Helitor's money laundering missions, which had double money and RP unless you had a GTA Plus membership, where you could get a huge 4 times bonus. Dispatch work had the double money, junk energy skydives as well, flight school lessons, and the Juggernaut adversary mode. So I think this might be kind of obvious, but the Higgins Helitor's money laundering missions will be the best money method that you want to try and do before the new event rolls around. However, compared to the other 2 new businesses, which will be the Smoke on Water shop and the car wash, the Higgins Helitor's money laundering missions are relatively long. They will take you guys a lot more time, and to even start these things, you will have to have the car wash and the Higgins Helitor's business. Also remember, you can call RAF on your phone and start the money laundering directly from that business. That will potentially save you just a little bit of time. Another good money method here will be the junk energy skydives. I think I mentioned this in the money week video, but these things are super underrated. They can make you guys some pretty nice daily cash. It won't be a bad thing to do if you guys have the spare time, or maybe you just like skydiving. The final bonus that really relates back to these money methods will be 2 crates of air freight cargo guaranteed from Rooster McCraw. This will be surprisingly good because it will cost you guys $25,000 to send off Rooster McCraw, which is quite expensive, but I do believe this ties back into the Higgins Helitor's business. Just remember, if you guys have the Higgins Helitor's business, you will get a 10% increase on your air freight cargo stock, which might not sound like a lot of cash, but this will eventually add up depending on how many crates you have. For example, 1 single crate in your air freight cargo will now get you $33,000 instead of 30. So a really slight increase, however, this will be a really nice impact. The more crates that you have, and sourcing from Rooster McCraw might be beneficial in this sense, potentially even help you fill up your hangar a lot faster. At this point, we do have the discounts, and starting these discounts off, we have a huge 40% off all of these cars. So just looking through this list, there is some really nice options. The LM87 is a huge car to have with this 40% off. The Wagner as well is a really nice pickup, and just bear in mind, some of these vehicles will now have the missile lock-on jammer, so if you do get around to purchasing one of them, you can actually see if they have the missile lock-on jammer on the website. I believe the Tyrus is a really nice pick because this one did get the missile lock-on jammer recently. And now for some property discounts, we have some pretty nice ones as well. We had a 30% off the Smuggler hangars, so a really nice chance to pick one up. The Mackenzie Field hangar as well, this will be a really nice option because once purchased, you can then play through the Oscar Guzman Flies Again missions, another really nice money loop to add to all of these other money methods. And there is also another vehicle discount which is just randomly thrown in here. This will be the Buckingham Maverick. The final discounts that you could also find in this event were located inside the gun van, where you guys could get a 50% off the precision rifle and a 40% off for GTA Plus members only on the stun gun. I think this might be quite obvious, but the GTA Plus one for the stun gun is much better. I think the stun gun has more practical use. However, the precision rifle is still pretty fun to mess around with, but in general, there is a much better weapons to use. At this point, we now need to talk about the new FIB Priority File. If you guys have not done this yet, you are potentially missing out on roughly $350,000. And for the most part, I always think that these things are really worthwhile doing every single event. The main reason I think they are more worth it is because of the challenges that you can complete. Without these challenges, you are making roughly $300,000 depending on the file. But if you do manage to complete these challenges, you are roughly making another $50,000 on top, which of course will eventually add up. Even the standard files will have all of these challenges as well, potentially making you $200,000 per file. So if you guys have not done this yet and have the Garment Factory, it is definitely something to consider. This file as well is a really nice one. It does not take you guys too long to complete. And next up, we have the Salvage Robberies. These things also refreshed with the event. In my opinion, if you guys have the time, I would just recommend doing the top tier vehicle. This is what I did, and it made me about $300,000. days, so pretty similar to the FIB Priority File. And then if you guys have a bunch of time, I would recommend doing the others as well, in total making you just over or just under $1 million. But just bear in mind, the salvage ad robberies do take some time, and I actually noticed this in the top tier vehicle. When I was doing this, I was thinking to myself, why is it taking so long? And I really think it comes down to the setups. You will have roughly 2 setup missions to complete, but then you will also have to collect some additional things in a free mode session, which definitely kills a lot of time. Still, for this payout, really nice. Heading inside the casino, we had the new free vehicle. This one was called the Evizcerate. Honestly, in my opinion, I think this is a really nice pickup, and if you guys have GTA Plus, you can spin this lucky wheel 2 times in 1 day. So a really nice other benefit for GTA Plus members. Hopefully you guys can go ahead and win this for free. It is a really nice standard car, definitely just worth spinning the lucky wheel every single day until the event week refreshes. And the second free vehicle that you could also get was the Coil Raiden. Now personally, I would skip this one. Then again, I barely ever do these LS car meet prize rides. Sometimes they are pretty good, but this week I don't think the Raiden is that good. Obviously, if you guys like this, then by all means complete this challenge, where you need to place top 5 in the LS car meet series for 3 days in a row. This should just be doable before the event refreshes as well. Now moving over to Simeone's Autoshop, we have a lot of test drive vehicles, and this actually includes a lot of the newer cars. We have the Anis Minimus, the Walton L35 stock, and the Cheetah Classic as the new vehicles. Alongside these new cars, we have these 2 returning vehicles. Obviously, I think the new vehicles are much better. However, because they are returning vehicles, it will make them pretty rare. Be sure to give these things a test ride at Simeone's Autoshop before the event refreshes. If I was going to suggest one of these vehicles to actually purchase, it would probably be this LSCM Cheetah Classic. The price of this vehicle is honestly not bad, and it also comes included already with the missile lock-on jammer, which can roughly save you about $400,000 putting it on the vehicle instead. Onto our luxury autos dealership, we had the 2 other cars, which are also new additions. We have the Tampa GT and the Overflowed Suzume. I do in fact have both of these cars, and I genuinely do think that the Suzume is a lot better. Just remember, the Tampa GT can have the HSW upgrades, and with these HSW upgrades, the Tampa GT has a ridiculous top speed. I believe it is altogether 3rd fastest. I still need to do some more tests on this, but I did look up the top speed of this Tampa GT with the upgrades, and it turns out it is just a little bit faster than the Niobe on a straight track. But good luck controlling this like you do with the Niobe. This thing will skid out a lot. Still, it is really nice to see that the HSW upgrades make the Tampa GT a pretty nice option still if you are trying to get around the map really fast. For some more test track vehicles, we now have the ones inside the LS car meet, and it appears all of the standard test track vehicles were all removed, returning for this event. And like I've previously mentioned in this video, this will make them quite rare. After this event week, you might not be able to buy them again unless you get a friend or a random player to bring it over to the LS car meet so that you can purchase it. And the HSW test ride is the Devesti 8 or the Devastate, still a really solid choice. I also think they really went off with the customization. It does look really nice. Just make sure to test drive them first before buying them, then at least you know what to expect. And finally, in this event, we have our time trials. I always suggest that you guys try and complete these things as soon as the event week refreshes. It will then save you a lot of time to do all of the other things in the event. We had this new premium race called Downtown Underground. I have not done a premium race for honestly years now, but still it might be a good option. The standard time trial is called Up and Atom, located at the top of the map, and the HSW time trial is Textile City to Stab City. This is the one that I mainly focus on nowadays, and it really comes down to that really nice payout of $250,000 if you complete the part-time, and I genuinely just love using the Niobe for these. It makes them really fun, and completing the part-time has never been easier. I also wanted to include the new content as well. I did forget to mention this at the start of the video, but we did sort of go through most of the things. The new content was the safeguard deliveries, which tied into that weekly challenge. Most of these new vehicles were inside Simeone's Autoshop, and the Suzume and Tampa GT were at the luxury dealership. The only one not included here was the Bobcat Security Stockade, and the reason this was not included anywhere is because it is a Pegasus vehicle. So yeah, altogether, what do you guys think about this event? I do actually think that the discounts and bonuses were pretty nice this week, and obviously this new content is really nice as well. It is always nice to see some new cars and even some new content with these safeguard deliveries. Although they are not the best things to do, it could potentially still be a pretty nice way to make some extra cash. I find that these things are really similar to the VIP work, and probably their best feature is no cooldown. So yeah, if you guys went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, leave a like. I always do appreciate your support, and if you are new to the channel, well and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.